Master Street Fighter, so Shihomi, beautiful and lethal. Sonny Chiba, the blinding fury of karate's deadliest fists.
All right, welcome back, my fellow agents. It is I, X7, your master of martial arts and host of Zenrama, the podcast of heroes and monsters. Today, we will be looking at 1974's Sister Street Fighter, starring the one and only Etsuko Shihomi and guest starring Sonny Shinichi Chiba. And I haven't seen this for probably about 20 years. I did buy the Arrow Blu-ray of it and watch the English edition. But before we get too much further into this, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. What do you think about the karate on display here? Have you seen? Do you have the Blu-ray? It's really good, and it's got all four Sister Street Fighter movies. And having said all that, if you could watch just a little further than usual, be really great for the algorithm. And are you ready? Let's roll. So we do start out with this screen right away on the Blu-ray. The English adaptation is about 5 minutes shorter, 4 minutes really, with credits probably, maybe 5 minutes. They have taken out a bit more of the blood, etc., and so on. And then they did this. This was obviously a restoration. So we will see a couple of scenes with the English text on it that were in the U.S. release, which was dubbed by Titra in 1974, right before they did The Amazing Inframan. You'll hear a lot of familiar voices as well in this movie. And we'll talk about that a little bit. But let's get started here. There's the English title. I had a copy of this. I don't know if it's public domain. I kind of think it is, at least in this country, because you could buy dollar DVDs of it. And I had a copy with this and one of the Street Fighter movies, and I did watch it, but I haven't seen it probably for quite a while. And here's more English stuff here. They do the old mirror stuff. Obviously, Enter the Dragon had just been a big hit, and they were determined. Everyone wanted to get a piece of it. And Japanese martial arts movies were not, and still are not, as common as the Chinese ones were, for whatever reason. I start out in Hong Kong, and that is Li Long, who is played by, of all people, Hiroshi Miyauchi, who longtime fans of this podcast and my blog know as Kazumi Shiro or Kamen Rider V3. And this would have been right around the same. He was in Go Ranger and Jaka and Kaiketsu Zubat. So, he's pretty much the king of tokusatsu from the 70s. And his sister Tina now, and she's Kyoru Lee in the Japanese. He is Mansei Lee, and they're supposed to be half Japanese, half Chinese. I believe they're trying to tap into the whole kung fu thing. But she's in Hong Kong right now, and he's been infiltrating that, and he kind of guilt trips. You have to go in if you love your brother. And Fanny Singer, who is played by Xiao Shurong as Fan Xin, is what her Japanese name is. So they did kind of Anglicanize some of the names. She's called Tina Long, as you saw, Yokohama. And there she is. There's some great shots in here. This movie was directed by Kazuhiki Yamaguchi and written by people. And we'll go through some of the starring cast here as well. You'll know most of them. Etsuko, of course, started out in she was made. Let me try that again. She was in Kikaido 01 as Marie/Bijinda, and then pretty quickly, she's a phenomenal martial artist. She was very, whenever she's talked about it, she's very humble about her martial arts, but she's really good. as his movie shows. It was released August 31st, 1974. It runs 86 minutes in Japan, 81 minutes here in the States. Because of this so violent, it got an X rating. I like the fact that she ordered spaghetti and chili. That is a common plate in Cincinnati, of all places. So she's obviously traveled around the world. These guys accost her. She does the old stooge thing, knocks both of their heads together, and has to beat the rest of them up. So you get a fight right away. Look at how happy they are to watch her. That is, I don't know who all these people are. You'll just have to forgive me. And that's their uncle. These guys, that's her uncle. These guys' father. And they talk about she wants to learn martial arts from Tina, and they all know it. And they're talking about where um, Li Long is. And now she's been told that she'll meet her contact by a rose. And that's her contact. That is Fanny Singer. And there's her rose. That is probably a very painful spot to get a tattoo if it was real. They know that she's a spy. They're the bad guys. And this movie is about almost 40% fights. So in 86 minutes or 81 minutes, that's a lot of fights, which is good because they're inventive. They're very much, I think, Shaw Brothers / Chinese influenced because they do a lot of interesting things that you don't see in, say, the Chanbara movies. But she has got a presence. Etsuko does. I know she's billed as Sue, but I just can't do that. And you can see why she's a star. Also, she's a really good martial artist. Her kicks are strong. They're extended. Some of these the younger ones that they have in there, Emi Hayakawa, who stars as Emi Hayakawa / Emi Kawasaki. Some of these last names, I think Peter Fernandez might have had a hand in writing some of their last names because that's what he'd have done. But they will pull. You can tell when when an artist is or a martial artist isn't quite sure. He doesn't want to hurt anyone and kick them. Jim Kelly does it in well, you can see it. And you look at they do this, and I don't know if Jackie's done this yet, but it would. Oh, but the Shaws have done this too. So she stabs him. There's a lot of eye stabs in this. A lot of eye stabs. He throws a chained hook up there, and she gets it and throws it right back and pokes him in the eye. He'll poke his eye out. And there we get Sonny showing up as he's Seiichi Hibiki in Japanese, and in English he's Sonny Hibachi. Once again, Peter Fernandez strikes. I'm just sure of it. Also, Etsuko was voiced by the one and only Corinne Orr, who said this was her favorite casting role because for half of the movie it was just her grunting and yelling. And she didn't have to do a lot of actual trying to match up the lips, syncing everything. Judo chop. Here's our bad company, Central Trader Company. There's our villains, and he's annoyed. This guy's annoyed. He's not even the boss. And that's Hammerhead, who's played by Masahishi Ishibashi. And he's got a different name in the Japanese dub. He was a 7th Dan black belt in Kyokushin Karate. So, and he was notable students including Sonny Chiba and Teratomo Yamazaki. And these two don't like each other because he's karate and this guy's probably kendo. But the boss finally shows up and says, "Knock it off." And there is our good guy, the Shorinji School, which is a Shaolin offshoot in Japan. Unity and love. They have a demonstration. There's their master. Yeah. So they say, was he on the dope? And she's like, he wouldn't smoke dope. And they say dope in there, which is just because this is a translation of the English dub, or the subtitles are just the English dub. I kind of should have possibly watched the Japanese dub or the original Japanese cut, but you know me. That would be Emi Kawasaki, and there's Sonny Hibachi, and she's like, "Yep, he's your man. You're going to be partners here." So he gets equal billing in the and everyone else is under them. But they let all of the other artists shine. They do a really good job. They really, of course, polish up Etsuko, but not that she needs to. But you got to see her chops. She was in the first Street Fighter movie as well, which I don't remember. I have seen several of them. I don't know how many there were, like 400 possibly. Shinobu Kojo Ballet Studio. And they are playing, I don't know what Hello Mother, Hello Father, the actual title of it is, because that was adapted from it, but that's what I thought of right away. They're dancing, and there is Fanny, who is hopped up on goofballs. She's an addict. And they flash back, and there is Kazumi Shiro himself, who's going to be turned over to Shocker before he dies. Well, not Shocker, pardon me, Destron. Jeez, Augie, I hope you're not seeing this. Yeah, you can tell it's him, but you can tell also that he was not he got to be a better martial artist as he went along in his career because he's around these people and he wants to look as real. He's a good actor. He's a great actor. And he finds a locket. There's crying. Fanny goes into the DTs or withdrawals. And these bad guys show up, and now they can fight anyone with these cones on their head because they have no peripheral vision. They try to attack her, and she is Shinobu Kojo, karate of the Ruku school. And she's really good too. And I don't know if she gets that. Yeah, that's Sane Ahoru as Shinobu. I don't think she has Sane. And she doesn't. She's not highlighted. Maybe Blake knows who she is, but really, she looks quite good too. Her stances are good, and just look at her kicks, extended. The stuntman knows it's going to happen, and he's willing to either, he does grab it just to make sure that she's not going to kick in full force. But she was a top student at the Japan Action Club, which is why she got pushed. And yeah, she's really good. This guy gets his head thrown through a wall. So there's some humor here. I remember watching the Street Fighter originally and thinking, this is so over the top. It has to be, a comedy, a black comedy. And that's Tetoso, the blowgun of the Takasaga school. Kills Fanny right in the chest. There's some nudity in here, and there's a lot of blood. But now, an X rating, I don't think I'd even get that because another great poetic shot. I just love it. She's got holding the locket. It's playing music, and there is Emmy Hayakawa playing herself. Really, she was a junior to Etsuko in the same JAC as well, so she gets a good push here. And they have a little mock fight, and then they laugh. And here's the bad guy's lair. The ocean's right there, and he's got a pool, a giant pool. Yeah. And then we go through the villains: Tessen, the sickle user, another one, and this ancient Chinese martial arts. I don't know about that because those are tonfa, and that's not particularly a Chinese martial art weapon. And this woman, Ava Parrish, karate champion of Australia, makes them. She looks gigantic next to all these Japanese, but she doesn't really do much in the entire movie. I thought that. And the Amazon 7, the Thai boxers, obviously Muay Thai. This is pretty much all we see of the 7 of them. They do show up, but they have masks on, and they're very obviously being played by men at that point in time. So, cudgel play. He's got a staff. That's what they mean by cudgel. And so that's all, and that's pretty much toward the last we'll see of the English prince. And they show up, and there's going to be a fight, but Hammerhead's a smart man, just like he wants to be cut in on the deal, and so that would be Kaki is Bin Amatsu, who is the boss, more like Kaka. That's him in the blue robe, and he's got cameras everywhere, and then he realizes who it is. Li Long, and then they realize she's there. She jumps over and that's a kung fu thing where they fly through the air. It's not so much a Japanese thing for the most part, except for Toei. And before they get beat up, Hammerhead shows up and they have a fight. Well, actually, yeah, right there. Look at that. It's just a beautiful shot. The cinematographer here is Yoshio Nakajima, and one of the things, Japanese films are beautiful. I love this shot too. It's just fantastic. I mean, look at her stance. That's a great stance, even on rocks. The Agrippa defense, probably. He tells him that. And this looks vaguely familiar. There's always Toei fights on bridges, but I mean, a big budget here. And she falls off. Hey! So he tells Kaki that she's dead and he's a true champion. But if you don't see a body, it's the rule in soap operas and comic books. And now they're telling him how they get the heroin around. The wig is drenched in heroin. How do they get the heroin off the wig then? That's what I want to know. And there is Uncle, who's working for Kaki. He's trying to get him a note, and they beat him up a bit, and then let him go. I don't know, because I guess he's useful. And Emmy shows up and looks at the wigs, and now it's time for station identification. You are watching Zenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters on KXNO, part of the Zenorama Broadcasting Network. We now return you to our regularly scheduled program. And a fight breaks out between Emmy and the bad guys. Now, the actress isn't quite as comfortable with her kicks with the fight scenes because she still pulls them a bit here and there, but she looks good, and they're going to kill her. But look who swings in. Save the wig. Oh, that blows up. Save the wigs, and then Tina shows up. She's alive. And they're still fighting, but Kaki's just a bit annoyed. And I'll crush them both, I swear. And then they show up to the school, and Hibachi, Sonny shows up. Hibachi fights this guy, breaks his arm, and then almost breaks this guy's arm too. I deplore violence, and then he chuckles like that was really good. Now they bring the uncle in, telephone, set him up, and they've grabbed his daughter to blackmail him. So he set up Tina for a trap, and they threaten her with, an assault. So he's like, "I'll do it." So he phones her. She shows up. I really like this shot too. It's just cool. And there's our staff master. They have a fight. She flies through the air a bit and then crushes his throat. This guy laughs. I don't remember which one this is, but she beats him up and kicks him in the throat. Oh, yeah, he's got the nunchuck. So, wait, that's not him. This one, he lives, though. And these two are back here, the brother and sister. Did you say anything to you? No. Say anything to you? Off they go, looking for her. Oh, they don't go off. They show up. He feels guilty. Suddenly, he takes a blow dart to the... there's the Amazons who show up. Tina shows up again, swinging in to the rescue. Uncle has taken a blow dart to the throat, so he's going to die. So if you'll look, I mean, when you see this, if you watch the movie, these the actors, the stuntmen with the masks, they have beefy legs. I just like this shot again with that crescent kick way above her head and her fierce look there. So she forgives him. Kaki is your brother. She says it's in the cellar. Off she goes. She sneaks in with a hair shipment.
There has been too much violence, too much pain. None here without sin. But I have an honorable compromise. Just walk away. Give me the pump, the oil, the gasoline, and the whole compound, and I spare you lives. Just walk away. I will give you safe passage in the wasteland. Just walk away, and there will be an end to the horror.
Lord Humongous did say horror, didn't he? Well, I'm not going to do it. But there, the Reverend Star shows up. He shoots harpoons, and they want to pierce his eyes. Etsuko sneaks in, beats up some more guys, finds her brother. And they kill him right in front of her, and she loses it, and then really beats the crap out of him. I mean, there you see. Well, she can break the ring, and he's dead. Can't help me. Get out. Nope. She's had all she can stand. She can't stand no more. She's about to have her spinach. And he disarms him. And of course, you live by the harpoon gun, you die by the harpoon gun. Then she falls through a trap door. I guess these are not frogs. I thought they were, but they're not. They're geckos. So now she's hanging above this thing, and they're going to drop her on him and slice her into and kill her that way. I like that she calls him an invincible tigress, but his mistress they whip her a couple times, and they do it slowly so she knows what's going to happen. They're burning the rope through. However, she's on top of him. When it burns, she just flips away, pushes the. You see this in the U.S. cut. She pushes her, and then you see the reaction, and she's like, and I believe in the Japanese cut, she's probably show the picture of her being bodily pierced through, that bed of nails. Another great kick there. She's extended. I mean, these stuntmen had to be padded. The guy with the sai actually cuts her, but she kills him with the sai to the head, not a boot to the head. And, he admires her, some woman. And this guy who throws knives, he doesn't last. Kill her! And then the cavalry arrives. Dun, 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 dun. Sonny and Emmy and the daughter, the younger daughter doesn't really fight. And he says, go ahead, do what you need to do. I won't need to handle these. The fight breaks out. I like that. He says, first I thought he was being condescending. And he says, but I didn't read it right. You women play too rough. And, he's got a smile on his face because he trained Tina. So there's the blow dart guy fighting Emmy. Damn it. And finally, he gets his revenge on the one-armed samurai there. Kills him. Everyone dies. And Kaki is using the old Han trick from Enter the Dragon with the slashy claws. Another great shot here. They jump into the air. This is the only wire effect that I noticed. Is they fight midair for a while. I mean, a couple of seconds, which kind of takes you out of it. But she beats him. He falls down, lands on his own claw. He's dead. Sonny gives her the locket back. She walks off. The end. I enjoy this movie quite a bit. I don't mind the cuts because excessive gore is excessive gore. You don't really need it. But I will watch the other 3 in the series that I have from Arrow. They're all subtitled, so she'll be called that. And now, please drive slowly and watch out for the kiddies. And the kiddies should not have been watching this movie. Also, kids should not be watching this movie, at least if it's not cut, because it is bloody. And there's some nudity in it. But I quite enjoyed it. And Sven is airing it tonight, and I'll be reviewing it tomorrow. It is An American Werewolf in London, which stars I'm a Pepper, David Naughton, which we'll talk about. So, my fellow agents, until our next assignment, this is X7 signing off and phasing out. And remember, don't cross. No, that just doesn't work. The sun never sets on those who ride into it. Be seeing you.
Did you hear that? What was it? A coyote. There aren't any coyotes in England.
What happened to them?
Well, the police report said they were attacked by an escaped lunatic. Must have been a very powerful man.
Jack and I were not attacked by a man.
It's an animal. A wolf. Did he say a wolf?
Yes, I believe he did.
Did you get a good look at the man who attacked you?
Doctor, my memory is fine. It's my sanity I'm beginning to worry about.
You've never had bad dreams before?
Well, sure, as a kid, but never so real, never so weird.
I'm going to look into your eyes.
My friend Jack was just here.
Your dead friend, Jack.
Hi, David. He told me that I will become a monster in 2 days.
The supernatural, the power of darkness, it's all true. Please believe me.
Believe what? That tomorrow night, beneath the full moon, I'll sprout hair and fangs and eat people?
You'd be surprised what horrors a man is capable of.
Are you all right now?
I don't know. I'll let you know the next full moon. I'm a werewolf.
You're gonna change. You'll kill people. You'll become...
I know. A monster.
David, don't lose control!
Control? What control?
David, I can help you.
No, I'm not safe to be with. You gotta stay away from me. Run!
Everybody dies in it.